Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast Special Edition Series, where I predict how every men's college basketball tournament will play out as I go round by round and pick winners based on my projections. Next up is the MEAC Conference. That is the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. I'm going to do my predictions from the preseason first and look back and see how I did compared to how this conference actually played out here. First place, I had NC Central. They came in first. Second place, I had Bethune-Cookman, who came in fifth. Third place, I had NC&T, who came in second. Fourth place, I had Norfolk State, who came in third. Fifth place, I had South Carolina State, who came in eighth. Sixth place, I had Howard, who ended up in the cellar in 11th. Seventh, I had Coppin State, who actually came in seventh. Eighth, I had Morgan State, who came in sixth. Ninth, I had Florida A&M, who was banned from the tournament this year due to improper certification of student athletes. They came in fourth. 10th, I had Delaware State, who came in ninth. And then 11th, I had Maryland Eastern Shore, who ended up coming in 10th. So without further ado, I'm going to do my predictions for the MEAC tournament, which will be held at the Norfolk Scope in Norfolk, Virginia. First round, 9-seeded Maryland Eastern Shore versus 8-seeded Delaware State, 6 o'clock on the Flow Hoops Network. Maryland Eastern, 5-26 on the year, 4-12 in conference play. Delaware State, 5-25 on the year, 4-12 in conference play. The pick is Delaware State, and I have them projected as a half-point favorite. 10-seeded Howard versus 7-seeded South Carolina State, 8 o'clock on Flow Hoops. Howard, 3-20 in the year, 1-15 in conference play. SC State, 11-17 in the year, 6-10 in conference play. The pick, SC State, and I have them projected as a 10-point favorite. Quarterfinals, Wednesday, March 11th. 8-seeded Delaware State versus 1-seeded NC Central, 6 o'clock on Flow Hoops. NC Central, 17-13 in the year, 13-3 in conference play. The pick is NC Central, and I have them projected as a 15-point favorite. 7-seeded South Carolina State versus 2-seeded NCA&T, 8 o'clock on Flow Hoops on Wednesday, March 11th. NCAT, 16-15 in the year, 12-4 in conference play. The pick, NCAT, as they are favored by 7.5. Thursday, March 12th, 5-seeded Morgan State versus 4-seeded Bethune-Cookman, 6 o'clock on Flow Hoops. Morgan State, 15-16 in the year, 9-7 in conference play. Bethune-Cookman, 16-14 in the year, 10-6 in conference play. The pick, Bethune-Cookman, and I have them projected as a 2-point favorite. 6-seeded Coppin State versus 3-seeded Norfolk State, 8 o'clock on Flow Hoops on Thursday, March 12th. Coppin State, 11-20 in the year, 7-9 in conference play. Norfolk State, 16-15 in the year, 12-4 in conference play. The pick is Norfolk State, and I have them projected as a 7.5-point favorite. The semifinals, Friday, March 13th, 6 o'clock on Flow Hoops. Bethune-Cookman versus 1-seeded NC Central. Bethune-Cookman, obviously, your 4-seed. The pick, NC Central. 3-seeded Norfolk State versus 2-seeded NCAA, 8 o'clock on Flow Hoops Network on Friday, March 13th. The pick, Norfolk State, as I have this projected as a pick'em. So you go with your gut. And my gut says Norfolk State in a somewhat home arena. Most of their fans will be there, so I'm going to say Norfolk State. And then NC Central I have projected as a 3.5-point favorite over Bethune-Cookman. And in the championship game, 3-seeded Norfolk State versus 1-seeded NC Central, 1 o'clock on ESPN2. These are arguably the best two teams in the conference. Jabari Blount is the best player in the corner. He'll lead the Eagles to the dance. So the pick is NC Central, and I have them projected as a 2-point favorite over Norfolk State. All right, the next conference up is the SWAC.